Call it what you will, kicking the can, punting the ball. As we speak, lawmakers on Capitol Hill are in the process of delaying their toughest decisions until after Election Day. Because the government will run out of money on September 30th, Congress is putting together a quickie spending measure. Its official name being a continuing resolution to fund the federal government through December 9th. Now, they could stay in town and work on the budget so that this Band-Aid approach isn't necessary, but they want to head back to their districts to campaign instead. Now, you might be asking exactly what list of accomplishments are they going to show their constituents? Congress has very little to show for the past year they've spent in Washington. Nearly a third of the new laws passed as of September 1st address relatively minor issues. For example, 33 pieces of legislation named post offices or other federal buildings. Another designated the bison as the national mammal of the United States. But has one appropriations bill, those minor pieces of legislation that fund every department in our government, from education to the military to veteran affairs, have any of those been passed and signed into law? Well, the answer is no. There are 12 such bills. The House has passed 5 and the Senate has passed 3. Only one of the bills has passed both, but it is yet to be signed into law due to differences between the House and Senate versions of that legislation. Why, you might ask, is this so hard? Well, you see, debates over funding the government might involve admitting we are now a country with a nearly $20 trillion debt. And lawmakers don't want to make some hard choices that they think voters won't like. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is why Congress will return after the election and do what they now do almost every year: pass one big, massive spending bill before Christmas. Not only does this allow tons of wasteful spending to sneak in, it makes it more difficult for voters to figure out what role their representative actually played. And by doing all this after the election, when many lawmakers have either been defeated or are retiring from office, you have a lot of lame duck members of Congress voting on spending and legislation they'll never have to answer for. Kicking the can today means a lame duck Congress tomorrow. Both parties will blame the other, but when all is said and done, it's the taxpayer who is left footing the bill.